Hello everyone, welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today I am going to show you every feature that is currently in the Evopack, which, if you don't know, is a data pack that I add a feature to for every episode in my survival series. Now, starting us off was episode 1 where I did nothing. But onto the first actual feature, moon shoes. These are crafted like such, and when you put them on, you will be able to jump 1.5 blocks if you have the Mark 1s on. If you have the Mark 2s on, then you will be able to jump 3 blocks, and if you have the Mark 4s on, then you will be able to jump 5 blocks. Then you have the Potion of Star Feet, which is crafted like this, and when you drink it, you will end up getting the levitation effect. But it's not just any levitation effect. If you sneak, then you will start going down. Next up, we have the Meteor. The Meteors will strike roughly once every 20 days. Every day there is a 1 in 20 chance, and they look something like this. Next up, we have the Portal Gun. This has its classic recipe, and if you hold it in your main hand and right-click, you will get yourself a blue portal. If you hold it in your offhand and right-click, then you get yourself an orange portal, and after a short cooldown from placing them, you can pass on through. And then again, you get a short cooldown from passing through them. To get rid of them, all you need to do is shift and right click. The first up, Red Balloon. It is crafted like this and will give you slow falling. It has variants for every single Minecraft color, so you don't have to just stick to red. Then we have the Star Gem, which is a permanent version of the Starfoot Potion. It gives you levitation, then when you sneak, you start going down. Next up, we have the Hostility Charm, which is crafted like this, and whenever you get near any form of passive mob, such as a cow, it'll turn into a different hostile mob, such as a Wither Skeleton. Next up is the Plague Mask. It is crafted like this, and if we just head on into the jungle, you will see that its effect is to, well, plague you and everything around you. Next up, we have the Charged Copper Pole, which is crafted like this, and whenever you have it in your 9th slot, there will be a chance to strike every entity around you with lightning. Then we have the Creepoofer, which is crafted like this, and if you hold it in your 9th slot, then whenever there is a creeper around you, it'll just poof off into a puff of smoke. And finally, we have the Overworld, Nether, and End Groundings. And when these are in your 9th slot, you will be forced into whatever dimension they are. So for the Nether, you will never be able to leave the Nether, and you'll never be able to leave the End. And Overworld, you'll never be able to leave the Overworld. So say I have the Nether grounding in, then whoops, I am now trapped in the Nether. Look at this. Moving on to new weapons. First off, we have the Phase Blades, which are crafted like this depending on their color, and have the same stats as a netherite sword. Now moving on to the daggers, these things are not finished. They all cost different, materials, but they all do the same amount of damage, but there will be more added to them in the upcoming 1.20 update. Then there are the Slingshots, which are an alternate bow. They are crafted like this, and the fiery slingshot comes pre-enchanted with flame. Then there's the lighter, crafted like this. It is a better version of a flint and steel. This thing is both unbreakable and is enchanted with fire aspect. So when you punch something, yeah, it's not gonna last long. Then we have the Rainbow Sword, which is a fancier version of the Iron Sword. You just dye your sword and make it look a whole lot cooler. Then there are the maces. They're crafted like this with your material of choice and have the same stats as their axe equivalents. And then there is the Mega Sword. You have to craft each piece individually, and then when you throw them all onto a enchantment table, nothing happens until you add a nether star, at which point you will get this nice pillar, and you will find yourself a Mega Sword, which comes pre-enchanted with Sharpness 10, Knockback 5, Fire Aspect 1, and Looting 5. Moving on from new weapons, we have ourselves the Cinnabon, which is a new food source crafted with ancient debris and sugar, And when you eat it, you will find yourself a whole lot of saturation. And that lasts for 10 minutes, so you are clear on food for 10 minutes. You will not have to eat. Moving on to the zombified parrot. This is a new boss that you will find in your world in this jungle tower. This thing has 100 health and a whole lot of knockback. This will kill you very quickly if you are not geared up properly. But if you can manage to kill it, then it will drop an ancient treasure. Now this will have a lot of emeralds and leaves, but along with them, it will have the jungle relic. Which then brings us on to the deep jungle, which is the new dimension that you can get to if you can manage to get a jungle relic. You just right click, and there you go, a brand new portal. This will bring you to a jungle version of your world, where you can find various ruined structures such as this one, which have lots of good loot. Now you can also find yourself some more jungle towers in case you want to refight the boss, or you can find the jungle tower, which has some secrets lying under its floors. But in these structures you can find yourself an ancient tome called the Earth Book, which allows the player to earthbend. Now this just brings the materials that were below you up 3 blocks to create a shield around you. But with that, that's the end of the feature showcase. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll probably do one of these every 10 features. So if you don't want to miss those, don't forget to like and subscribe, all that stuff. See ya!